Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch.
Pantheism. Noun. Pantheist. Pantheistic. Pantheistical. Pantheistically. The religious idea that God is present in all things. Complacent. Adjective. Complacently. Marked by self-satisfaction, even though the situation may be inadequate. Smug. Self-satisfied. Unconcerned. Pantheism started as spiritualism at the tree of knowledge of good and evil. He described this perspective succinctly as a form of pantheism. All forms of pantheism run counter to this biblical insistence on God's otherness to the world. The parallel between Western radical monotheism and Hindu pantheism is equally striking, although once again the connection between the two is not immediately evident. It may well be obvious that materialism and pantheism have become the cherished faiths of our intellectuals, but Tocqueville can actually explain why. I am inclined to agree that pantheism tends to be deterministic, but I deny that this is ethically harmful. The fundamental formula of pantheism would seem to be a double one. Nothing is which is not God, and God is everything which is. Christian writers of Japan who preceded him had, in the end, succumbed to pantheism and abandoned their Christian faith. The pantheist describes a world in which the imagination has made virtue unnecessary. Put in pantheistic terms, the divine spark must be recognized in oneself if it is to be recognized in others. This nature's view of God agrees with deist philosophy and might even appeal to those of pantheistical beliefs, but any attempt to use the declaration as a support for Christianity will fail for this reason alone. Such a lack of distinction would mean either that God is pantheistically identified with creation, or that creation is incorporated into the divine. I don't think successful people or successful programs are ever complacent. If we are complacent about this, we deserve what's coming. People are too complacent and will likely wait till things get much, much worse. The problem with Republicans is that they are complacent with hypocrisy. None of us can afford to be complacent because of our race, sex, age, socioeconomic status, neighborhood, or the type of car we drive. His letters were intended to rouse his associates from their complacent attitude. Most people in this country don't have a clue what the real intent of this administration is. We are a very complacent people by and large. Designed by graphic artists and advertising executives, they have a sharpness that echoes the look of mass advertising and throws it back in the face of its complacent consumers. If you are benefiting from my channel, please share it with the people you care about. I appreciate it. You don't let people do things to you in public, be complacently silent because you're scared of the reaction, come home and complain. Anne sits rather complacently in her endowed chair at a university you die to have your kids attend, while I'll soldier on at a little state college you've never heard of, where the students lack the money or the grace to go anywhere else.